I wrote a list of the customers that I had today, so we're gonna speed run through them before I make them into story times. Okay, we got this guy who didn't know the difference between the app and Apple Pay, and I kept saying, do you want to check in with the app? And he kept saying, yeah, and trying to tap his phone. I was like, oh no, to check you in, I have to scan it. And then he was like, no, you don't. And I was like, yeah, the app? And he's like, the app. Okay, he meant Apple Pay. There's another lady who came in, she's getting 4 drinks, okay? This was a mobile order. She comes up to the mobile order of 4 drinks and she goes, I don't want this. I'm like, what? She's like, I'm picking up. I said, okay. Well, for who? Like, is this not your order? She's like, no, this is my order, but I want one of these. And she points at like a Joe to go, like a big traveler of coffee. She's like, I want that. Now we go back and forth because I'm like, well, that's not what you ordered. Turns out what she meant is she just wanted a bag. Pointing at the fucking Joe to go, and I was like, you didn't order a Joe to go. Like, that is a carrier of coffee. And she was like, yeah, that's what I want. By carrier, she just meant bag. The lady who I said, hi, I'll be right with you. I just need to brew some coffee real quick because the guy in front of her ordered coffee. And she said, well, I'm not getting coffee. I'm getting a cortado. Okay, you're not the only person here. The guy who ordered a frappe and then took somebody's large mocha and then was confused why the large mocha that was hot wasn't for him when he literally ordered a blended cold drink. The guy who complained about the prices, again, this happens all the time, and then was like annoyed when I made the joke back to him like, prices are going up, I wish my pay would go up, right? He goes, your pay's not gonna go up. Okay, and the prices aren't gonna go down. So the customer who asked me what is the one thing that has the least amount of sugar in the pastry case, we go through all these pastries and then they proceed to get a berry scone that literally has like sugar just dumped on top. Okay, thought you wanted something that was not sweet. The guy who ordered a medium dark roast small. Medium dark roast small, and I asked him about 400 times what fucking size he wanted because he kept saying medium and small and dark roast. So are you, what? The customer who wasn't listening, I literally screamed like, sir, I can help you right here. He didn't hear me. The guy who refused to speak to me and just kept pointing at the pastry case, that one is like such a long story, and he did so many other stupid fucking things. Like, he could speak, he just didn't want to speak to me. And then, of course, last but not least, the guy who just said, I'm gonna get my usual. Who are you? Who are you? What is your usual? I don't know you.